Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking right now with the Shark. The Shark, our most controversial handicapper, professional handicapper in our SBR videos. He makes a lot of bold, shocking claims that he stands by 100%. Some people have their doubts, but he gives us great analysis every week on NFL games. The Shark from VegasKillers.com. Thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Peter. Appreciate you.
All right, so you're pounding these NFL games, 25K, 50K, 75K a game, right?
You know it, Peter.
Really? Wow. And you so how'd you do in week one? Did you make money? Did you lose?
Premium players went 3-1 with me week one. So we had a good week. We hit our 25K play on the Falcons Saints over, and just looking to roll that into week two now.
So before we get into your pick for us this week, which is going to be on the Atlanta-Cincinnati game, just tell us a little bit about VegasKillers.com.
VegasKillers.com is a great website for a sports bettor to go to, because you're going to actually follow plays that are actually bet rather than just sold as picks. As you know, I'm sure in the sports handicapping industry, there's a lot of pick sellers. They sell a pick, but they don't really bet the play themselves. And if they do, it's like for $25, $30. Not here. You're going to get real bets made by true professional handicappers.
Hey, I mean, if I give out a pick in a video, I'm probably pounding that one with like 10, 12 bucks as well. So, everyone, all these picks, everyone is backing up with real money. Atlanta-Cincinnati is the game that you want this week, and Cincinnati's a 5 or 5.5 point home favorite. The total is 48. And Atlanta, they pulled out their tough OT win over the Saints. They almost lost that one, but give them credit. They played a good team well, and they got the win. Going on the road, though, a little bit different for Matt Ryan and the rest of the team. And Cincinnati got a road win. Andy Dalton looked very, very good. He does have a history of inconsistency, though. But if we know for a fact that Dalton's going to have another good game like he had last week, then definitely Cincinnati would probably be the play at -5. Another factor, though, is key injuries on defense for Cincinnati. Their defense is looking pretty good this year, but maybe with those injuries, it'll take a step down. So I don't know. What do you think here? Cincinnati -5?
I like the Bengals.
Okay.
Following the points. I'll tell you why. It comes down to defense. One team has one team doesn't. Even with the injuries of Vontaze Burfict, it's a concussion. He might even play still. Like, we don't know that he's out. But even if he doesn't, it is one guy. It does hurt. But you're talking about a team in Atlanta that cannot protect their quarterback. Right. They're going to have Jake Matthews probably out. If he's not out, he's playing hurt. On the other side of Jake Matthews, if he doesn't play, there's going to be Gabe Cremini playing, who in his last week when he came in for Matthews, he looked awful. He gave up 4 quarterback hurries. He gave up a sack. He got called for 3 penalties. So he's not a guy that you want to bring on the road with you to play, Carlos Dunlap and Wallace Gilberry and Geno Atkins and, the Cincinnati defensive line. On the other side of that mess, there's Lamar Holmes. Lamar Holmes is not a good tackle. He never has been. He hasn't panned out into what they thought he would become. So look for Matt Ryan to run for his life. Last week, the Bengals got to Joe Flacco, hit him 7 times. They sacked him 4 times, got 3 hurries on him, and that's a really good offensive line from Baltimore. So they should be able to get to Matt Ryan, especially at home and especially in their opener. On the flip side, the Falcons' defense looked awful against the Saints. I know it's Drew Brees, I know it's the Saints, but you can't give up 34 points in the NFL and expect to win a lot of games. They did last week. I don't see it happening this week. The Bengals' offense is too good. They stalled out in the red zone 5 times in the first half against the Ravens. That's not too good of a sign, but whenever you're talking about the Ravens defense and the Falcons defense, you're talking about apples and oranges. If they get to the red zone 5 times in the first half, it's going to be 35 points for the Bengals. I look for them to at least cover the 5 points. I would say it's a pretty solid bet.
All right, but the key is the consistency of Andy Dalton. That's what makes him it just makes you so nervous to bet on a team led by Andy Dalton, at least historically, when he's a favorite. But that's okay with you? You think he's going to be good enough here?
It's not so much Andy Dalton. It's the Bengals' offensive line and the Falcons' inability to get to the quarterback and stop the run. So let's say Andy Dalton has a mediocre day, even a down day. They can still cover 5 because they're going to be able to run the ball and they're going to be able to stop the Falcons' offense. I don't really think Andy Dalton's really going to play too much into it unless he would throw 5 picks or something like that. I mean, you'd need a really bad day.
The Shark from VegasKillers.com, like in Cincinnati, -5, and that is how the initial movement in the market has gone as well. Thanks so much, Shark. Talk to you again next week.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.